Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Backyard Buckets. And today we are talking about Devonte Graham and why I think he would fit better as the sixth man, why I think Terry Rozier would be the better fit for the Hornets at the 2. But before we get into all that, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe, become a part of the journey. And if you like this video at any point, make sure to like. Really helps the video out in the algorithm, and it will help us reach new people as well. First, I'm going to start off with why I think Rozier would be better at the 2. I know he's a bit undersized, but the offense really struggled last year with Rozier at the 1, and that's what he would be doing coming off the bench. There's not really, unless Malik Monk takes a huge step this year, there's not really a pure scorer coming off the bench for us. I mean, unless somebody breaks out, has a crazy season. I mean, you kind of had Dwayne Bacon, who was a microwave scorer at points last time coming off the bench. But there's really nobody to come off the bench that can help out Terry and, help him with the offense. Whenever Graham got inserted, he really helped out the offense. He had one of the best, assist ratios or something. It's something with assists. I know he was up there in assists per game, too. But he had a lot of assists. Once he came in, the offense started flowing better. And Terry even played better because he had fewer turnovers because he didn't have to have the ball in his hands at all times. And he was able to just go score and worry about getting buckets. And that's what he did towards the later parts of the season. So, yeah, I think Terry, one, would be better fit starting beside Melo, who can get him the ball. Obviously, Melo, one of the strengths of his game is his passing abilities. But I think Graham would be better coming off the bench for these 7 reasons. 1, I think he's too undersized to play the 2 or to start at the 2. I know Rozier is about the same size, but when you factor it all together, Rozier obviously has the better build. I'm pretty sure Rozier's a bit stronger, weighs a little bit more than Devonte. So I think he would be better suited to be the 2, guard the guys that are the 2. Or, even they could go to the 1 and Melo could go to the 2 because he's 6'7". But not talking about that. Not talking about Melo. I've made too many videos about Melo already. But, yeah, I think Graham would be a little bit too undersized to play the 2. Number 2, the second reason kind of goes with number 1, would be defensively. And he'd have a tough time defending guys in the NBA like a Devin Booker, who's just a pure scorer. D'Angelo Russell, and I don't even know. Who else plays? Harden. McCollum, those guys, he's going to have a tough time matching up with them, and it'd be hard for him to play defense and succeed defensively and not be a liability. I know most people in the NBA don't play defense till the playoffs, but still, they play a little bit. Number 3, he's a really good passer, like we said earlier. So him and Melo this kind of goes with number 4. Him and Melo are kind of related in that way, or not related, similar in that way because they're both really good passers. But Devonte, really good passer. He can get his teammates involved, and then he can get going, or vice versa. Either way, I think he's a really good player. I think he's a really good passer. I think he would fit better at the 1 than the 2, having the ball in his hands all the time. I don't think he's really ever played the 2. So, yeah, he's a really good passer. I think he'd be better suited to play the 1. Number 4, Rozier, like we said earlier, better fit beside LaMelo because Rozier's the better scorer. Devonte Graham's a better passer, better point guard, better true point guard with the ball in his hands, creating for others. Number 5 is he's a microwave scorer. So, he can get hot. He can hit a few threes in a row, bring the team back. Then he put the starters back in, and Melo, Gordon Hayward, Miles Bridges, P.J. Washington, whoever, Terry Rozier, they can go crazy. But, yeah, you need 6th man of the year like Lou Williams, guys like him, guys like Schroeder, coming off the bench, creating for others, creating for themselves, getting buckets. Yeah, that's what you need coming off the bench as your 6th man. Number 6, when he's the guy on offense. We saw this last year. When they put him in, he started playing really well. At Kansas, when he was the guy, when they beat Duke in that Elite 8 game, he went off. He does much better as the main scoring option, and he was top 5 in percentages of touching the ball or something. He had the ball in his hands in the top 5% of the NBA. I'll say it that way. So he's much better when he's the guy, when he's playing the one, when he's not playing alongside another point guard. And Terry is more of a shooting guard. I'm going to say that. So yeah, he's much better playing as the one than the two. And number 7, just like all the great six men, I guess you could say, he'll still be playing closing minutes. It's not like in the crucial points of a game he's going to come out. He can still play the closing minutes. Six man is just the fact that you're coming off the bench and providing a spark when the starters get a little tired. It's not you can't play the closing minutes with the starters. You can interchange that, and that's up for the coach, what Coach James Borrego has to figure out this year and how that's all going to work out. But I think Graham is way better off the bench than as a starter. And, it's not that I don't think he proved last year. He's more than capable of being a starter. He should have won Most Improved Player. Everybody knows that. But, he kind of plays for the Charlotte Hornets, which is why we had to overpay for Gordon Hayward. And, if you're keeping count, that's the 16th video in a row that I've mentioned the Gordon Hayward contract. But he plays in a smaller market, so it's harder to get recognized. But I really think that he could be one of the main guys in the not rookie of the year, sixth man of the year voting this year, because he can come off the bench and he can do stuff like that. Come off a screen and hit a 3 in somebody's face. To close out a half, to close out a quarter. Either of those things. But yeah, that's my case for Devonte Graham being the sixth man for the Charlotte Hornets and being sixth man of the year, or having a chance to be. But yeah, that'll be all for today's video. If you like the Hornets, make sure to subscribe. We're making lots of Hornets content. If you like the NBA in general, make sure to subscribe. I'm trying to post twice a week. But make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And thanks for watching.